Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Zach, otherwise known as Poppy Syntax, and today has been a little bit of a long day. I went to work, I did my job, I have spent quite a lot of time out in the sun, which has been good. The birds are chirping along with me, which is great. I kind of don't mind that ambient noise in the background. I did, when I first started, I kind of shut everything off for quality assurance, but like, I live in Australia, there's wildlife and birds outside, and it's great. So for those of you who are viewers who are not Australian, the first Tuesday in November is our most popular horse racing day, called the Melbourne Cup. I'm not a really big fan of horse racing, and apart from the issues with gambling, there are issues of kind of animal abuse, and unfortunately this year is now the 7th year in a row where a horse has been euthanized after the race due to injury. So that's continuing to get a lot of people upset, and I have disliked it for a while, and it continues to be problematic. Also, just in case anyone's not aware, the US election is happening in the next coming days, and a lot's going on with that. So hopefully this video will be a little bit more of a light-hearted piece of entertainment for anyone out there. Speaking of this video, we are going back and having a look at Miss Chantal Marie, Miss Foodie Beauty. Some stuff has happened over the last day or two. There's been a channel which has been suspended, and you can find out all that information elsewhere. However, she's been quite loud on her community posts about the fact that they were bullies, and that she was the one who's instigated the suspension through YouTube. So that's a little... Oh, and Amber came back, but I did a video about that already. No, today we're talking about Foodie Beauty. So, this afternoon when I came home from work, I thought it would be interesting to have a look around, because I wanted to start looking at people who were doing like cook with me's or recipes. And I remember when I first got into this verse, Simply Sarah got brought up, and I went back and looked at a couple of her videos and was like, yeah, this is great. She's super passionate about cooking. Her videos are pretty short, and they did give me ideas for Vlogtober and how I could kind of do some shorter vignette style vlogs about cooking and skating and smaller things like that. And I wanted to do a react to something that she was doing, but gosh darn it, she was just so enigmatic and so charismatic that I really just went down a K-hole of watching Simply Sarah cooking. And I got quite excited and was thinking about doing a react. And then I was like, hang on, I know our girl Chantal has done quite a few cook with me style vlogs, and so I found one that I would like to talk about, called Vlogging My Day and Cooking a Delicious Meal. Infamously, this is the video with the title Crushing My Goals on the thumbnail. It was from May this year as well, so I wanted to be kind of having a look at what, you know, less than half a year essentially does in terms of cycling and changing. She did put up a mukbang today, which I watched, and there was really nothing in it. She bought takeout and just sat there and basically said, everything I do is quite boring, which is a little bit depressing. And she had her Halloween party with Pete's, which I didn't like. So I thought we'd go back and try and find a little bit of diamond in the rough. So with that being said, let's get into the video. And here we go. Nice. Sped up. Always.
Hello, Foodie Beauty.
Hello. Here's me, BB Jones.
You don't look well, miss. Not at all. Why do you stay there when you treat yourself?
I mean, her cats are cute. Like,
I made my mother and father a promise to tell
No one's going to say that they are. Look. Ah. Adorable.
Hey guys, hey, welcome back to another video.
Hello, Chantal.
I have my fan going. I'm sorry, it's gonna be background noise.
It's fine.
Because it's hot today.
I've got birds, so...
And I don't want to put the AC on just yet, so... Yeah, so, okay. A huge bug just hit my window. So today's just gonna be vlog style because I really wasn't planning on doing a video today, but I thought, turn on the camera because I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling positive.
Good.
I had a great day and night last night. I was able to control binge urges, which always a victory.
Yes. Controlling those urges absolutely is a victory. It is a lengthy battle. It is a forever battle. So yesterday I made marshmallow for the first time ever, marshmallow from scratch, and I did tempered chocolate coated marshmallows in my kind of stepping stone to make Rocky Road. And maybe I'll put a clip up here. Question mark. Not a clip, probably just the photo. And I do find that hard to kind of control binge eating, particularly with things that I bake. So every victory is, no matter how small, don't necessarily reward yourself, but recognize the fact that yes, you overcame this difficult moment. But it's also important to remember that emotional eating and eating out of habit and eating out of boredom and all of that, it's an everyday struggle, and it will continue until you have, you have essentially grown your willpower to be able to handle that.
I was able to work around planning my meals for today, because I'm going to be out. It's my grandmother's birthday. Well, tomorrow's her birthday, but I'm going to be with a mask and gloves and staying my distance.
It's still COVID
for a
times.
little bit. I'm going to bring her surprises, her gifts, and she wanted something to eat because she doesn't really. It's harder and harder for her to cook.
Doing her
herself.
makeup.
So
letting us know what it is.
Ordering or getting takeout.
You don't see this often.
I'm gonna have my ready-made stuff when I get back. After I see her, I have to run back to the old apartment, visit BB for a little bit.
I think she has birds in the background as well, which is great.
I know I look like a pale dough face. I know my arms are. My body's gonna look horrendous when I lose my weight and I have a lot of loose skin, but...
Yeah, you've got to get there first. That's the first, one of the first hurdles. Is actually getting there. I'm the same. Like I have been big, and fortunately I'm not to the I wouldn't say that actually. I was going to say I'm not to the point where medically it was a negative, but it was on the path. Like we were on the way. But no, skin is definitely something that I'm super conscious of. Never had good skin, and as a bigger person, I don't think it's really easy to have good skin. But I do, I'm fortunate in being a male that it's easier to build muscle, which at least fleshes out a little bit of that stretching, right? But I have, I've been fighting weight since I was a 8-9-year-old, so I have like massive scars up and down my hips, and I started getting scars on my stomach, and I've got like quite thin scars and stretch marks under my arms. I've got quite big ones in my thighs, like in the inseams of my thighs, and maybe that will be something interesting. I might make a note of that for a subscriber special to kind of roadmap my stretch marks, which would be, I think, an interesting piece of content, right? It's not something that we talk about, and particularly not with men. I don't think we talk about it a lot at all, and I think that might be just because we say, oh well, it doesn't really matter to men, like it's not a beauty standard that anyone really cares about, but I think it should be. So yes, stretch marks suck, but they are self-inflicted, unfortunately.
You know what, I look at other people who have lost hundreds of pounds and eventually they get a lot of it removed. And you know what, it's kind of like a badge of honor. you know, your new...
Yeah, maybe. I don't think my skin will ever be as problematic as needing to have it removed. I know a lot of people who do get much larger. It is like for health reasons that you need to get it cut off and you need to have that surgery done. I don't think I'll ever be in the position where I'll need it to happen, fortunately. But well, you know, you never know. Never know how small you can get.
Battle gear, something. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup. And that was creepy. Okay, so here I am. And just very basic. Had a shower, not gonna wash my hair today. I don't wash it every single day. So I just put it back on the other days. And yeah. I'm gonna go and have something to eat for breakfast, and then I'll see you
I like this
after.
cup as well.
So, see ya. So while I'm cooking my lunch, which is what the chopped up zucchinis for, I'm gonna have
Watermelon.
the rest of this watermelon. And I like to have watermelon before bed and when I wake up because it's very hydrating.
Okay.
I find it more hydrating than water, which is weird. So it might just be the quality of water I have, but yeah. So I'm gonna have this.
Yeah, I mean, watermelon is mostly water, and I would agree that it's probably the best tasting melon. Yeah, best tasting melon, watermelon, for sure. I think honeydew is the worst. No one likes honeydew.
So I started eating this before I filmed
really
it,
good.
but I sauteed 2 large zucchinis, well, medium zucchinis. Just like a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and then I put 3/4 of a cup of my meat sauce, and just shaked about a tablespoon.
I was like, it's got tomato and mushroom and
parm cheese on top.
Probably garlic
so that's
and onion. Okay,
my lunch.
Meat sauce.
Yeah. Late lunch, but whatever. Sorry, it might be muffled because I have a mask on, but I'm at my grand's. So, for a snack, I'm having this Larissa's Kitchen herb roasted turkey jerky, no nitrates, made with turkey breast. And
let's have a look. For a half pack, 90 calories. So it's 180 like, let's be honest, who's eating half a packet of beef jerky? Oh, of any jerky. Sorry. I don't eat a lot of it. I'd probably buy a pack maybe like once a month, just because it's delicious and I really like salt. But it is something that's kind of like, it's a treat. It's not something that needs to be like part of my regular diet. Yeah, delicious. Like clearly it's going to have a lot of sodium because it's a jerky. And yeah, low carb if you're counting that. Is it just, oh no, I'm like, where are the fats? Oh wait, there they are. Okay, work. Nice. Love it.
Probably gonna have the whole package, maybe half, but if I do, it's less than 200 calories for the snack, so I'm gonna have this for a snack. And yeah. Hey guys, so I just stopped somewhere for a minute. I wanted to talk to you, I guess, a bit about how I'm feeling, and don't really want to forget what I wanted to say. So the lighting is bad in here. I know it's nighttime. So I saw my grandmother. It was just really sad. I post a lot of stuff on Instagram, by the way, guys. So you can definitely check me out there. But and I do have comments open, but if you're an asshole, I'm just gonna block you. I saw my grandmother, but it's like I can't really relax and unwind and get settled in and visit with her. I don't stay very long, and we both have masks, and we're both far away from each other.
Yeah.
And
it must be hard. I mean, everyone's in a different situation with COVID, and we're quite lucky that things are pretty much open up and back to normal, as normal as 2020 will be currently. But I don't live anywhere close by with my family, so I usually only see them 2 or 3 times a year, sometimes less, sometimes more, just depends on the year. And my grandparents and I are not very close, so my immediate family, my parents, and some of my aunts and uncles, 2020 has been rough on pretty much everyone. But I would, even if you were able just to stand in the same room as your family, sometimes that's better than it's absolutely better than what a lot of people have at the moment.
And I sanitize everything that I've touched or come near, because I just gotta be really careful.
Yep.
And it just made me realize how people, you don't know how long your elderly relatives have left.
No.
And it's like a good year that they're going to be away from their family, probably, especially the ones that are severely ill.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so that's that.
Nice.
And then I went to see BB, got another couple bags of stuff, some underwear. I left them. There's like underwear, like in the bedroom floor. I'm like, you still didn't, like, oh my god, I didn't see those. So anyway, I don't think of
Why are
him
they on
like
the
on a
floor?
daily basis, okay? And
Maybe he's
it's
not
weird
cleaning
because like
house.
before we broke up, I was like, I'm not in love with him anymore. But then like before going, I get this weird feeling in my stomach, and then I think like I want to have sex with him. I don't know, it's weird.
That could be a lot of things. I would argue that it's human contact that she's kind of missing, and perhaps just the comfort of having someone who was clearly a big part of her life, and was there for her for a long time. I didn't really follow the minutiae of their breakup, but I was of the assumption that it was heavily impacted by her not wanting to have children. But if it was just a love thing, okay. Anyway.
And I guess I'm just craving, like, I've been doing well. I've been doing really well, not eating out and binging and stuff, because honestly, I'm not really that hungry. And I know it's going to sound weird and you're going to make fun of me, but I'm craving, like, love and sex more than food. And you know what? That's not probably a good thing, because...
Well, it's the comfort of an emotion and
an addictive personality
rather than...
can become a sex addict or can become any kind of other addict. Now that I'm gone from there, it's like he's a distant memory again. It's so weird. Maybe I should not go there. And we're not going to be able to be friends. Like, we're not friends the same way that Pete and I were, because...
But she was also with Pete.
It was a very impersonal visit. It was quick. I felt like I was kind of intruding on what he was doing. And he didn't really look at me much when he talked to me. But then he would get, like, parts where he would be really interested and start talking about something, and look when I would be about to leave. So it's like, I don't know if it's just his personality, because honestly, I know people have said in my videos he's very distant or whatever. He's like that. He's very non-communicative. He's not an emotional person, and I can't be with somebody like that. I just can't.
You're with him for 7 years, though. Like,
he's a good guy, and I hope he finds happiness in somebody like him. There's some women that are like that, very shut and closed off, and I'm not like that. I'm very passionate. I'm very romantic. I'm very, you know what I mean? Like, so I talk a lot. I wish talking burned calories. It probably does. I picture Bill Nye chiming in. Actually, what the hell? Oh, an ambulance. Okay, I'm gonna go home and cook now. Pizzas. We're gonna make something from that food kit. Probably show you guys. It's probably gonna be a long video. I don't even know what I'm doing with my videos anymore, guys. So I brought Timbit to the vet. An update on the cats. It's not a good one. Another thing that's just been... I was
expecting a cut straight to kitchen.
I don't think I'm gonna get pets anymore, because it's just too heartbreaking. Like, I just can't... I can't fucking deal with the heartbreak of it. I can't. So we brought Timbit to the vet. She was in bad shape. So her eyes, like, cleared up. Like, they're not leaking anymore, really, since she's been at our place, because there's no smoke.
That's right.
The vet called us. She has a condition on her paws. That's a rare condition that causes the pads to, like, become, like, flaky and bleed and crack, and I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's why she was limping. It's painful. God knows how long she's had that. Her ears needed clean, her nails cut. They gave her a test for female leukemia virus or whatever it's called, and she's positive for that, and there's no cure. It's contagious. So yeah, I'm kind of freaking out, because what if my cats have it now? And BBJ, the other day on my live stream, she took a big crap on the floor. Like, that's not... She's acting weird. She's always gone in the box, and all of a sudden she's not. But then yesterday, and the day before, she was normal. She was running around, playing, eating, going in the box. Then today she vomited. So...
That can be a lot of things.
Timbit, we're going to have to keep her separated in Pizza's room for the rest of her life.
God,
so I hope my cats don't. But the vet said it's mostly transmitted through saliva, and they have not been in contact, really. She's been in the room anyway. Sam's sister Littlebug...
I mean, we've had animals in the past, and a number of them have been put down for multiple health reasons. I say a number as if it's more than 2, but 2 is a number. Yeah, you really have to think about the quality of life for that animal if they're stuck in a room 24/7. Yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be
a couple
unfair,
times.
But that's just
they haven't licked each other or anything like that. Now, the only thing I'm concerned about is she licks herself. I've been petting Timbit and then petting my cats. So every time I go in the room, we have to give her pain meds, and I have to help him with that. So every time I touch Timbit, I wash my hands for like 30 seconds, and then before I touch my cats.
2020, the year of
So
hand
that's what I
wash.
do. There's a lot of cars here and they're driving around me. It's making me nervous and pissing me. Everything is pissing. I'm in a bad mood now, instantly. Like, just talking about everything just put me in a bad mood. It's just so hard to cope with. It's just,
Yeah.
I'm not coping well right now with things, I guess. I didn't realize, but now I do.
If only there was
it's like,
someone
I
who
think
could
I'm, like,
help you
Going through
and
that
listen
withdrawal from food
to your
phase.
problems.
And there's a McDonald's right here. And it's like, I was talking with that about BB. And he was like, I'm like, I don't think I can give up cheese. And he's like, talking about the way he expresses himself. He was like, there's always going to be a little cheese ghost whispering that you want cheese. I was like, cheese ghost? I laughed my ass off. Okay, I'm hungry. So I am hungry, which is the problem. Because when I'm not hungry, I don't think about food really as much. So I'm going to go home and make something and eat something healthy. And then I'll be all right. I'll probably still get cravings later, but yeah, I'll be okay. And I have to do a story time soon because I told Sauce Queen about it, and now she's like really wanting a story time. She watches my story times and she loves them. That's awesome. I love Sauce Queen. If you don't know who Sauce Queen is, check out her channel. She has a mukbang channel. She's hilarious. And as soon as this quarantine thing is lifted, we are definitely gonna meet up.
Still going on.
Okay, thanks for listening, guys.
Sorry.
As always, I'm just going through a rough time. I know a lot of people are, but this is my personal experience with what I'm going through. And my great-grandfather, who's dead now, he always was such a joker. And he would say, cheer up, things could get worse. So I cheered up, and sure enough, things got worse. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, what were we talking about here?
Yeah, so I was saying that Jeff Bezos is now the world's first trillionaire.
Ugh.
He's worth $1 trillion.
We know
dollars.
And he could save the world.
Yeah.
How much does it cost for...
I saw something that there's an estimate that it would take about $300 billion to basically solve climate change. He could pay for that easily and still be worth $700 billion.
$700 billion.
Like he
Oh
could,
my God.
he could throw half his fortune, and just save humanity.
And still be filthy.
Humanity
Yeah,
doesn't
rich,
work
but
like
he won't,
that, unfortunately.
because he doesn't give a shit. He's an evil, amoral asshole who just does not give a single shit about anyone else in the world. He is honestly the worst person in the world. I would rank Jeff Bezos as the single worst person in the world, just because he has.
There are certainly other people with other forms of power who I would say are certainly on that list of worst individuals on the world. Geez, Sam. Yeah, Jeff Bezos has a lot of money. Everyone calls him out for doing very little with it. Yes, this is the capitalist society we live in. It's unfortunate.
All that money that he's doing, not a single goddamn thing to help people with.
Yeah, that's that at
He
point.
underpays, and it's made by underpaying Amazon employees.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's
But the reason why he can get away with underpaying those employees is because of the legal structures in place, which have all been deteriorated. So you could argue that should he pay his employees more? Absolutely. Can he get away with paying them less? Yes, because that is the way that the laws have been written. And that's really unfortunate. But Jeff Bezos, I mean, there are lots of arguments about donations and blah, 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 about, you know, how big business actually controls a lot of law writing. But that aside, there are a lot of hoops that rich individuals still need to jump through to get the things that they want. And those hoops, again, exist because of structures that, you know, generations of society have been okay at either turning a blind eye or not fighting actively against.
He's a
depressing,
trillionaire
but,
through
yeah.
exploiting his workers. That's why he's worth $1 trillion. It's not because he earned $1 trillion. Nobody earns $1 trillion. People steal $1 trillion. Same for billionaires, by the way. Nobody earns $1 billion, they steal $1 billion by exploiting the people who work for them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Sure, or you're just born
I
into
honestly
money.
think that every single news channel should be talking about Jeff Bezos, asking what he's going to do with his money to help the people who are suffering right now. Fuck space travel. I love space. I support space travel. Fuck Jeff Bezos funding space travel.
The American government, like, pushing a whole heap of money to get space rangers. Isn't that a thing? No.
Fund goddamn people. Fund people. That's
Sure,
what he
I
needs.
mean, like, I seem really cynical when I'm talking about this kind of stuff, but it's just, you know, the depressing year that is, and growing up in the 90s and realizing that Captain Planet, like, the messaging in that show really just didn't stick. Yeah, I understand Pete's frustration here. There are quite a number of problems, and it's interesting looking back at a history of like the number of humans on this planet is a really good way of looking at it, because before the invention of the railway or the railroad and the popularization of it, our population number was much smaller because getting food around was harder, so everyone kind of had to live within their means much more, and travel less and live where they worked, and so much work was pre-industrial, and so we had a huge population boom with a couple of inventions. The railway system was one, and refrigeration was another, and the list goes on and on. The honest truth is the natural planet doesn't have the capacity to host such a large population. And guess what? Our population just keeps growing for whatever reason. There are lots of reasons. And they're all kind of a little bit cynical of me. But our population just keeps growing. And that's going to happen. And unfortunately, the way that capitalism works is, yes, there's going to be people with all of the resources at the top. And there'll be a whole lot more people without any resources down the bottom. And it is just unfortunate that those people down the bottom are replicating, and there are more and more and more of them. So the expectation that the people at the top should be helping the people down the bottom, is it fair? Yeah, the expectation's fair. But again, look at Bill Gates as a good example. Bill Gates and the Bill Gates Foundation do everything that they can to get rid of malaria. Like, that has been the goal of the Bill Gates Foundation for a really long time, to rid the world of malaria and to give vaccines and give medical assistance where they can and do all of these wonderful things, right? But the internet still thinks that Bill Gates is injecting people with microchips to control them. If you're a billionaire or a trillionaire and that is the response that the general public is going to give you, why would you care to help them? Why would you care? And sure, it's just a vocal minority, but it's a very vocal minority. And they're ridiculous. So as an individual, if I were going to give money to help people in need, and then those people, or even not even those people, then some idiots decided to yell at me because they think I'm trying to brainwash or mind control individuals, sure, the argument's ridiculous, but why should I even have to listen to that argument? Like, you could cut out the middleman and just not help the world. And that's really sad. But you can blame anti-vaxxers for pretty much all of the world's problems.
Spend his money
I
on
said it.
Yeah.
people.
I agree.
So the hell with Jeff Bezos.
I think everyone should pass this message on.
That's why I don't have anything to do with Amazon.
Yeah.
I have no interest in helping that son of a bitch, that greedy, amoral piece of shit, make more money.
Because he didn't
that's a message
he didn't
from
like
Bezos.
slap you, did he?
Yep.
I mean, this is the same mentality that you should be having towards any multi-billion-dollar company. It's not him as an individual. Like, have this towards Shell, have this towards Coke Amatel or Nestle or like any of those multi-billion-dollar conglomerates who control resources around the world. If you're that mad at one individual about making that much money, be mad at every corporation who's also making that much money and don't support them. But it's really hard to do that, and you need to make conscious efforts because every company is pretty much owned by, one of 6 major corporations. So does it suck? Yes. But it also requires a lot more effort to, shop smart.
All right, so for
Anyway.
dinner, Pete's gonna have leftover spaghetti because that's what he wants, and I'm gonna.
Okay, so this was back in the day when she was getting not freshly. This one was called Good Food recipe box. So I don't think this lasted very long, but this was the reason why I wanted to look at this video to begin with, because I wanted to see a recipe.
Try this barbecue chicken with sorrel, pepita.
Sorrel. It's a herb. I know about red sorrel. Anyway, ingredients. Chicken thighs, baby potato, lettuce, carrots, garlic, sorrel bunch, roasted potatoes.
Pesto and roasted carrots and potatoes. Sounds very interesting. So I like this Good Food thing. It's like a Hello Fresh.
Freshly.
And it has like the recipe
Freshly
card.
was
It's
meals.
I think it's for Canada only, but you'd have to check their website out. I'm not too sure.
Okay, so that you make a pesto, roast your veggies, put your stuff out, cook your chicken, make a pesto, throw it together. Seems pretty easy.
But yeah,
Chicken
it looks
good.
really delicious. Now, I think I have a code, a referral code you can use that you get like $40 off or something.
Not sponsored. but
And
there
then
were
I get a
benefits.
certain percentage off. So if you guys are from Canada and you want to try this service and you want your first kit free, or not free, but well, you'd get a good chunk off for
Discounted.
$40. Use my code, and that would be greatly appreciated, because then I can continue to get this at a discounted price and keep making videos for you guys.
Spoiler,
And
she
pretty
didn't.
healthy meals too. So let's get to. So okay, hold on. Oh, I hate when my phone cord. All right, so this is the package. Yes, I know.
Also, like I'm pretty sure I've spoken about this before, but these things don't make sense to me. You end up spending so much more money on getting these individualized things sent to you when you could literally go and buy these from the grocery store. Go and like find a recipe online, and guess what? They're all free. Find a recipe, go out and do your shopping. Like you would save so much money, plus delivery fees. And you can't argue that, oh, well, you can get them for single portions. Get enough to make 2 portions and then just, I don't know, keep the other in the fridge or make a second portion later.
A lot of packaging is the downfall of these
Yeah,
things.
so much plastic.
But
Pete's gonna get mad
yeah,
about
it's
that too.
chicken. Here's the chicken. I think you get, is that one breast? You get one breast. How? That's
And they said-
one breast.
Wait, the recipe called for thighs, though.
It's either one huge breast or 2, but I think it's one huge one.
340 grams for a
It's just a
breast.
chicken
Should be
breast.
2.
So you you have to share a breast.
One breast, sorry. One large breast.
And pro tip, if you get one of these, you don't need to put the
it's
freezer pack,
2
the
breasts.
ice pack in the freezer.
Yeah, he put the ice
And not necessary. We were sort of rushing, so like I was just like taking the things out of the box to put in the fridge, and hey, this thing's ice cold. I should put that in the freezer to keep it cold. Like I like genuinely didn't think of it's the ice pack.
Yeah.
It genuinely didn't occur to me in the moment. It was when I was sort of remembering
I'm
that
so
it was
glad this
there.
is
I was
better.
like, oh, and there was something else. I'm like, it's the ice pack.
What?
I turned on the oven. I've done my part.
Did you put it on 450?
Yes,
Please wash before cooking.
Thanks, Pete.
I'm done.
Roast the potatoes and carrots. Preheat the oven to 450. Okay, so step 1, we're gonna prepare the vegetable.
Range and single layer, 20. Yep, that's cool. Thinly sliced. Nice.
Let's get to. Oh, we have to wash it. You spend all that money and you have to wash your own produce.
Yes, even when it says washed and fresh from a grocery store, just run it under some water and give it a quick scrub. Because you don't know who's touched it.
Spoiled. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna set the camera up here like last time and just kind of. Oh, jeez, rude.
I know.
Okay, so yeah, basically, I like how they give you. I don't like the extra packaging, whatever, but I know, but I think it's still kind of cute. Like they give you like pepitas, which is pumpkin
It's
seeds.
food. Food doesn't need to be cute. Food needs to be nutritional and sustaining and fulfilling. It doesn't need to be cute or adorable.
Some seasoning,
It's just you're
barbecue
making chicken and
sauce.
veg.
1 garlic clove. Look at this little honey.
So much
Basil.
plastic.
Cider vinegar.
That's
I actually love these meal
problem.
kits. Salad
In a bag.
and 2
In a
chicken
bag.
breasts. Actually.
And some carrots and potatoes.
Yeah, we're washing.
Which I've washed. Yeah,
He's helping.
I've done my part.
Thanks, Pete.
I turned on the oven and washed your vegetables.
Thanks, Pete.
What else am I supposed to do?
Well, let's see the card here. Can you grab me the... No, it's in here in the cupboard. Oh, Actually, I don't have any. No, it's in that one. The tray, the silver tray thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any parchment paper. I like to line these with parchment paper.
The
recipe
cooking
card
tray.
calls for it.
Yeah.
I've forgotten what that's called.
Cookie sheet.
Cookie sheet.
That was an annoying laugh.
Yeah, I totally blanked on the name for a minute there.
So
You could use a cookie sheet. Like, just...
the oven is preheated. Okay, so now we have to, on a lined sheet pan, toss the potatoes, 2/3 of the, so only 2/3 of the carrots, 2/3 of the carrots.
There's 3 carrots, so we put 2 of them on. Yay.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I'm bad with math.
Literally, there's 3 carrots.
Yeah, I know. That's. I realize that now that that's an easy fraction. That's a fraction, right?
Well, yeah.
Ooh.
But
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I need to prepare the vegetables. I'm gonna stop it for now.
No.
Okay.
No.
Food on my arm
no.
fighting.
No. This is... I just got through 30 minutes of watching this and talking, and she didn't even show me.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is fun, but a lot of running around because of the timing and stuff.
And
So
we didn't see
you get a salad
any of it.
with you put some pumpkin seeds, carrots. They give you the lettuce mix. Now they give you apple cider vinegar. You put your own olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper, and fresh garlic. That's the dressing, and it is really good.
Yep.
Very plain. The roasted veggies and the barbecue chicken. Now here's the
These veggies
pesto.
do look good.
Pizza's not going to try that. It's sorrel pesto and chopped garlic, apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and chopped up pumpkin seeds or pepitas. So I'm going to try it on its own.
No, put it with something. That's going
Oh, there's honey.
to be real powerful.
Oh, wow. You want to try a bite?
no.
That's really good. Okay. You want to try a bite of my
Put
chicken?
it on the side.
Oh.
Wait, are they not having dinner
Well, that's
together?
what you get for... This guy pops... They just came out of a 400-degree oven. He pops an entire potato in his mouth. Why would you do that and burn your mouth?
Because I'm stupid, okay?
Get some water.
No, that's good now.
And this is the barbecue chicken. So they give you the barbecue sauce. It smells really good. Do you want to try a small bite?
Oh, he's having something different.
Just give me...
Spaghetti.
You won't try the pesto, so
That
I'm
looks
not using
good.
this knife. You tried a potato already, so.
Yep, that's good.
I need more knives.
I love that we're showing this and focusing on this and not...
Don't
Not
pop
the
the whole thing in
cooking.
your mouth. He was going to. He was like,
I feel like I've been hoodwinked.
give him a little piece. There's a whole other breast there.
Yeah, but...
Pretty good, eh? And then the last step is to put.
Pesto
Okay,
on
you put it all over the
everything.
dish. So let's do that.
This makes sense to me.
And I can save some for tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like this was portioned for 2, so you could save
For
half.
the veggies or whatever. Alright, I'm gonna try potato with some of the pesto. The apple cider vinegar and honey are a really nice combination.
Yeah, this seems like a lot of flavors going on. Like, it sounds delicious, but it's just with
I've
the
never even
honey
heard of sorrel. Has anyone heard of that?
and the vinegar
Roasted carrot?
and the pesto. It's a lot. And barbecue sauce, like it's all
Juicy chicken
it's
and
all a
pan
lot.
fried it.
It'll be delicious though.
It's very juicy.
Need the shaky cheese.
I know I'm in the way.
Shaky cheese.
Why is the salad not
That is
on the
really
plate?
delicious.
Like serve a plate. Serve yourself a plate. Not 2.
Look what I got. I need a coldie.
Not anymore.
They probably saw the lip thing was getting all dirty and they're like, time to send a new one.
No, not anymore.
Thank
The,
you.
It's a
the-
very nice shade of blue.
Thank you,
the
Colders.
discussion that was that
Coldest
Coldest has
water
pretty
bottle?
much pulled itself out from all mukbangers. So,
So, best thing ever here to eat, or?
oh well.
Well, I'm going to turn the video off, but yeah, if you want to eat here, yeah. Grab the thing.
Oh, also, the new season of the final season of She-Ra, great so far. I'm on I finished episode 9, I think. It's great.
Do any of you watch that?
Just the whole tone of this video is so,
I won't spoil
so
anything.
different to what
Unlike certain people,
going
less
on
than
now.
a day after it came out,
she was
Alright, guys.
trying.
freaking Twitter.
We're not gonna mukbang today. Wanted to do vlog style today, but I'm gonna do a mix of content on my channel. And whatever content I do,
Yeah, doo-doo.
I was making my salad. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna toss my salad, and he's like, better you than me.
We're children.
Show them the spaghetti.
They make you chop a lot.
Yeah, just leftover
That's
spaghetti.
what's
It's
I made a good
very
sauce.
good. Nice thick meat sauce.
Now I use the grass-fed organic beef, like the small batch from like Ontario beef. It makes a difference because it was lean ground beef, but it was still very fatty, and I had to drain it, but it's still good.
Draining.
Anyways,
beef.
guys, we're gonna eat our dinner. It's kind of late, but this is my dinner, and that's about it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you know what? I feel hoodwinked. I said it before. We spent so much time talking about Jeff Bezos and the human condition and watching cats that we didn't even get to see the food being put together. I will take this into consideration when I do my own cooking vlogs soon in time. This is how not to do it, right? Let's just lay out everything and say, okay, great. So today we're going to be making this. Cut to, it's done now. Let me put it in my face. Anyway, guys, as always, I appreciate all of your comments and all of your eyeballs if you got this far into the video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.